Road Dog Crypto. Well, hello, my crypto junkies. My name is Lane. You're watching Road Dog Crypto. Today we are talking about Stacks STX. And for those of you guys who may have been living under the rock, it's basically Bitcoin developers got a little bored saying, hey, why should Ethereum have all the fun? Why do they have smart contracts? Why do they have monkey pictures? Why can't we get in on this DeFi action? And so they got bored and created a layer 2 called Stacks, which is kind of changing the whole scenery for Bitcoin. And that might be a big thing. Now, the Stacks website, stacks.co, has a good introduction to all this stuff that will break all this down for you. Take a look at the white paper, see some of the other things that they got going on and the technology that it is behind it, and other articles that can enlighten you and keep you in the loop. But one of the coolest things that I personally like about it is that you can stake your stack and you can earn Bitcoin. How many places give you that opportunity? Because I like to earn Bitcoin. Now, you do need a special wallet for Stacks, and there are several to choose from. I use Xverse, but there is also Hero Wallet, Decent, Boom Wallet, and Neptune. And most of these you can get a browser extension, and a lot of them do support Android and iOS. Now, there are a lot of apps that are building on this chain, on the Stacks chain, Alex being one of them. This is the DeFi protocol, and that's where I've been staking and doing pools with Alex and BTC, and also with Alex and Stacks. A lot of options there. The DeFi that we come to know and love, the DeFi that we see in other chains, we've got it now on Bitcoin. So a solid open source DeFi protocol available on Stacks. There are also a list of other apps that do all kinds of cool things, and the wallets allow us to interact with existing DeFi and NFT establishments like Magic Eden that has a whole series of Bitcoin ordinals. I myself am now a proud order of a Bitcoin Ape, which is founded by Bored Ape Yacht Club members. So a wide new path is starting to open before us in Bitcoin and in the layer 2s that operate on the Bitcoin chain now. It's almost like getting in on Ethereum when it first kicked off, you know? The current price for Stacks is 58 cents. Maximum supply is 1.818 billion tokens. Circulating supply is 1.387 billion. Current market cap is coming in at 788 million, and this one, in my opinion, does have room to grow. And you can tell by the overall chart, you know it reached two very nice peaks, right around $2.75 to $3. Most recent peak was about $1.16 before price dropped down to its current low levels. Oh, but in January, if we were just in tune to this, could have got some great deals around 23 to 25 cents. All-time high was 339 cents, December 1st, 2021, just a little over a year ago. Now we come to the weekly chart where we can analyze and see if there's some good places that we can put in some limit orders and maybe accumulate this and just see what we can expect for the overall price. Currently, I want to draw your attention to the indicators on the weekly here. Stochastic is this line here, down at a bottom. It can stay there for a little bit, but the next move is for it to go to the upside, pushing price up with it. Now, money flow is this red here, and it's still kind of down at the bottom and in the red. We want to see this gradually start coming up and then eventually flip green, and that's when it will be on, baby. And then this yellow area, which has come and dipped down, and it's now orange as it's tinted by the red money flow, but it's gradually starting to go up on the weekly. We're starting to get more people to come back into this project right now. On the weekly, I want to draw your attention to this trend line here, and you can actually see it drawn a little bit better on the shorter time frames we'll get to. But currently, we're finding support there at this area, even though we did wick down to about 44 cents when we had the big drop on Bitcoin and everything. This line is holding up fairly well. And if we turn on our indicators, you can see that price bounced nicely, found support nicely on this 50 moving average right here. So there is a very real possibility that Stacks has found a local bottom and may start coming to the upside. However, I do want to draw your attention to this area right here where the 9 moving average on the weekly crossed the 21. And should this 50 moving average area not hold out of around 48 cents, definitely could see lower areas come to play. And we're going to look at those in just a few minutes, because those would be some prime targets to accumulate this at some of these lower areas. However, if we do not see that happen, confirming that we are in an uptrend, somewhere around 60 cents may be a good area to jump in after a confirmation and retest of that area for the upside. So that's your plan B right there, just on the larger time frames. Now, moving to the daily, we can get just a little bit more information here. And looking at our indicators, they look very positive for the daily. Money flow starting to come to the upside. VWAP is already to the upside, maybe peaking out, but our stochastic still has lots of room to go to the upside. So for the next few days, the next week, we got a very good chance for price to move up. And let's look at the daily. We got this doji candle right here, giving us, if I remember correctly, a morning star pattern. It's basically a bottom signal here, so we do have some upside. Currently, price is above the 200 daily moving average, and that gives us more hope for some upside. So I am foreseeing the very real possibility possibility that in this coming week that we will reach prices of about 63 cents, which is a 618 Fibonacci area. That will be an area that it could actually see some resistance right over here as we start coming back up to this daily candle close, and we may see price come back down. Now notice there is a dotted trend line here, and we very likely will get a retest of that area, and that could be right around 58 cents again, probably matching up with this 21-day moving average, and then we can retest this area and hopefully break to the upside. That's the most likely bullish scenario that is playing out right now. And zooming out just a little bit, I just want to draw your attention to this very curved kind of formation that we have right here, an accumulation bottoming pattern where we have a rounded shape and it's slightly rounding as it goes through. That's a very good sign for accumulation that big money is starting to pay attention to this, come in, snag some of this up on the down low, and then eventually as we play out, we will get a much larger bump up. Could take us up to about 97 cents. Now doing so from the current areas that it is would give us about an 80% return, but this project does have legs, in my opinion, to go very, very much higher. But should we see that things kind of stumble around a little bit, there is a buy zone here from the bottom of this wick right up just a little bit above these daily candle closes. So if things do go a little bit south for Bitcoin, maybe have a few bad days, we could see these areas revisited, and those would be excellent places just to throw in some limit orders for that just in case scenario, for those of you that are kind of brave enough to try to catch a few falling knives. But if you have a good pattern like this falling channel right here with about a 68% chance to break to the upside, you can set some very tight stop losses just right down here about 42 cents and play this very safely. But the buy zone that I have is about 44 cents all the way up to about 50 cents. If price comes through there, in my mind, that is a very good place to pick this up. Now I say this because if you look at this green dotted line that I have here that is connecting these candle bodies, this line is coming to the downside, right? But when we start looking at our indicators, especially our RSI, and we start tracking those bottoms, that's coming down but also flattening out there. So we got just a little bit of bullish divergence that is kicking in right here, a little weak there, a lot stronger here on money flow and market cipher. So I am seeing that we will get a bump up, although around the 63 cents I expect a hiccup, 62, 63 cents. However, if we can get past that, our next target would be right here at 75 cents to retest this 100 moving average. And let me go ahead and mark that as a target. Now I'm just going to jump down to the 4 hour very quickly to get a feel for what is going on. 4 hour right now today's a little bit tired, getting rejected here at the 100. However, our lower moving averages are looking nice. 21's about to jump to 50, so maybe a little sideways action, but looking for it to at least come up to 60 cents to retest this 200 on this 4 hour chart. So a little sideways movement as we gain some momentum for possibly some more upside. Now I'm going to switch back to the daily, and we're going to look now at some larger targets that we can aim for as this bottoming accumulation fills out, and then when price gets ready to bump to the upside, we'll have some good targets. First one coming in is about 90 cents. The biggest one I'm looking at is about 97 cents, and that would be a good area to definitely take profit, as price will most likely get rejected there by people going short and maybe come back down, and this would be a great area to reaccumulate around 75 cents. From there, we could possibly see some more upside. And so from here, I'm just going to zoom out to the weekly so that we can look at the larger targets that we have. Now, I can take a measure move from wick to wick right there, put that down here at the bottom, and that plays as like an AB equals CD type scenario, and that brings us right up to about $1.63, $1.66, just depending on where the actual breakout may be. So that is a very good target. It also has confluence with a Fibonacci level, the 1.272, so this one is very high on my list as a good target. Now you can see from when prices were at 20 cents and it going up here to about $1.30 on this most recent move, that was a 5x. Going from current prices where we are, about 56 cents, on up to our measured move target would be a 200%. There is another target at 179. That would give us a 227% return. And then we also have this 1618 Fibonacci area golden target, 268% coming in at $2.01. Now it will take it a while to reach these targets. This is for a longer term play, and we could be waiting for 6 months to 8 months, maybe up to a year to see these targets, or they could come fairly quick like we saw from January into March. But overall, this is a coin that I have faith in that will do some big things. We did see it reach past $3 before, and now with this newfound glory and bringing value to that layer, we can see this coin do a lot more. So in my opinion, it is a very, very good place to accumulate this. One other thing that we could mention here at the last minute is the support resistance area coming in at 50 cents, which we have tapped and found support there. That is a weekly support level and has now proven to hold strong. And chances are that it will continue to hold strong, because when price does make it back into this red Ichimoku cloud, and here we are on the weekly, even though it can drop in there, chances are it will spit us out on the other side. For those patient enough to wait for it. If you found this video helpful, hit that like, maybe comment, subscribe, check out our free Telegram group. Links in the description below, and I will see you on the next one. Remember, you are in crypto at a great time. Look for the great projects that will give you the best return, because baby, you got this.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You see that?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. Fuck my life. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.